Okay, I think we're live. Ladies and gentlemen, the third and final practice session for the 2025 Mexican Grand Prix, Mexico City Grand Prix, however you want to call it, is just about to happen in 9 minutes and some change. But before that, there are some agenda that we need to discuss about what we are looking forward to in the FP3 session, what we are looking to learn. So let's look at the FP2 timing sheets. And it looks great for Max Verstappen. And if you're a Max Verstappen fan, you must be getting excited. But everything is not great because after the practice sessions on Friday, Max Verstappen reported that his Red Bull does not have good race pace. And he was just struggling in the race pace, and he said that he would rather have better race pace, the fastest race car, and not so fast on qualifying days, because he knows the importance of the overtaking zones available around the Mexico City Grand Prix racetrack. And there it can be easier, like there are 3 DRS zones if I'm not mistaken, and Verstappen is now concerned about the race pace. But fortunately for him, it looks like McLaren's qualifying pace is not as good as them, and they're like 2.5 tenths behind Max Verstappen, and there are a couple of other cars in between. So if there's Charles and Lewis and Kimi Antonelli and George Russell, these type of people between Max and the McLarens, that could still be okay in the sense that these drivers can undercut the McLaren drivers. They can defend hard, and they can make the lives of Norris and Piastri, who is struggling very much this weekend already. He's already on a back foot. He has one extra practice session in the FP1 compared to Lando Norris, because Lando was sitting out on favor of Pato O'Ward. But still, Piastri is lagging behind Norris in the FP2 session, and by a huge margin. So we will see about that. But anyway, we will be looking forward to Max Verstappen's race pace. We will, hear the radio and and listen to the discussions. If Verstappen is out on like the yellow tires, then obviously he's on race pace or something like that, or the hard tires for that matter, because primarily in FP3 teams focus on tweaking the car for qualifying, which I'm pretty sure Red Bull would do, but hoping at the initial stages at least they will go and check some of the long running pace. So we will see how that pans out. How much time do we have left? We have 7 minutes and 8 seconds left. So alright, now that we have the racing business out of the way, I have ordered some takeout, I have ordered some food, and I will not leave the stream, but I will not be present here for a while, because when I will go and get the delivery from the doorsteps, we still have a lot of minutes. We have more than 20 minutes. That they haven't even, they're still preparing the food. So we have like 20 minutes. So till 20 minutes, I can yap. And luckily, it's a practice session, so we can take it easy and just do things at our own pace. Lately, I've been a little bit sick and weak. That's why I didn't do the United States Grand Prix live stream. That entire weekend was, I really wanted to live stream the sprint race and the main race, and a lot of amazing things happened in both of those events, both of those sessions. We got to know that Lando Norris is still horrible at making overtaking maneuvers around the circuit of the Americas. He hasn't learned a thing since his excursions, since his adventures with Max Verstappen in 2024. And this year also he struggled a little bit. So I guess we will see if anything better has been happening. And I have no idea how to. This is my first, not the first, obviously, but this is one of the initial times. I'm still learning how to stream, and I'm still learning how to use this software. It's crazy that I'm still figuring it out. But anyway, I have to be professional, so I have to close this. Okay, everything is fine, I guess. Right now, I don't know how I can read the comments and the live chat, because I don't know how to access that feature. I have to find a way out to these technical issues. But anyway, the point is, we are looking forward to see Max Verstappen's pace, the race pace. And his qualifying pace is very impressive, so I think he's going to get on pole position, or at least the front row. P3 is also not that bad, because I think in 2023 he got the lead of the race by starting from P3. He started P3, got the lead into turn 1. So yeah, it depends, Verstappen always usually makes up positions at the race start, so that's not an issue. He probably will lead into turn 1. Now the thing is, how many cars will he have between himself and the two McLarens? Now, when I say the two McLarens, I mean Lando Norris first, because he usually finds the pace during the race. We saw that in the Circuit of the Americas last weekend, ladies and gentlemen. In the Austin race, Oscar Piastri's race pace was nowhere. And he gave a bunch of excuses like, I didn't gel with the car, whatever. The reality is he just got spooked, because he's losing points at an accelerated rate to Max Verstappen, and he is like, can't even find the good setup of the car, which he used to do very comfortably, I think, in the initial stages of the season, like at least up until the summer break. He was very easily able to improve through the weekend, something he failed to do in the United States Grand Prix weekend, and this trend has continued in Mexico through the first 2 practice sessions so far. He looked pretty relaxed in terms of the tonality of his voice in the post-practice session, like after the Friday practice sessions. His words on the interview was pretty, smooth. But that's just his demeanor, that's how it talks. He talks slowly, he takes some time thinking, but he's head nodding a lot, he's now moving a lot. There are subtle changes. His tone, his cadence remain the same, the types of word that he uses remain the same, but now he is throwing in a lot of platitudes. The savagery, the ruthlessness in Oscar Piastri's voice that used to exist in the earlier stages, in which it was like, whoa, Oscar, like his aura has diminished a little bit, and he looks a little bit fidgety too, because he just head nods a lot, and he's like he didn't used to do that. So, and he's throwing out a lot of platitudes. He's like, whoever scores the most points will win the championship, like some Will Buxton shit, you know what I'm saying, like things that Will Buxton would say. Those are the things are now being uttered by Oscar Piastri. He is like, ultimately all that matters is how I improve, and like some dumb shit. So that's interesting to see. We are 2 minutes away, so I'm going to turn on the broadcast. I have plugged in the headphones so that I can chat over the commentary. I really don't want to listen to anyone else's views of what's happening, because it can get me biased, and I really don't want to get biased when it comes to Formula One business. I take these things very seriously. I'm a very professional in that regard. I'm not much of a professional when it comes to figuring out how the streaming software works. So if any of you guys, what guys? Like, there are probably like one person watching, and that is probably because they clicked on it by mistake. Anyway, whoever's watching, if you put a comment, put some live reaction, I won't be able to see it, because I don't know how. I haven't figured out that aspects of the software yet. I'll have to watch some tutorials on YouTube. But in the sense of reporting the racing things happening on track accurately, I'm pretty good at that. So you can count on me on that. We are 1 minute away to the commencement of the FP3. Oscar Piastri's McLaren doesn't have wheels on it. It still is not completely assembled and ready to go. What happened? Wait, I think this is where I think I need to go and hear. Lando Norris is already in the garage. Where is Oscar Piastri? Did they nerf his car? It's a shame. They're talking about Verstappen's car, but we are seeing Lando Norris talking with his race engineers. So they're talking about Max Verstappen car's rear wing. I really kind of don't see the point of these type of conversations, because the session is about to begin. At this stage, Why are we talking about technical aspects? We need to see the lap times. We have talked about the technical thing, and also I have a thing or two to say about Sam Collins. He is clearly a Max Verstappen hater. Sam Collins, the Tech Talk guy, he clearly despises Max Verstappen, which is a very weird thing because you're a tech guy and you're hating on one of the greatest drivers of all time. So in the recent edition of the Tech Talk, where he was presenting about different cooling packages of the team, he was pointing at, he was not presenting the cooling packages of the team, he was just pointing out the slits through which air flows, and that's basically his specialty, pointing at things that you can see on the car which are new. And he was talking about those things that you can clearly see and point at. And towards the end of the video, he said that engineering, not the driver, will decide who wins the championship, something like that. Haven't we seen enough of the opposite being true? Haven't we seen enough in the history of Formula One? I'm not just talking about Verstappen at this stage. I'm saying that, like, generally in the history of motorsports and Formula One in general, especially Formula One, there have been many instances in which the driver makes the difference, not the technology. So I don't know why Sam Collins felt the desire to say that. I think he wants already Piastri and Norris to have a built-in excuse of losing the World Championship if they do, and it looks like it. Verstappen's form, Red Bull's form, McLaren tripping over each other. The thing is, what I will tell you the real reason why McLaren drivers are throwing away the Drivers' Championship. The real big reason is that McLaren have made them pussies. That's really is the main reason. By managing them internally through something called papaya rules, they have made them into pussies, and they have very high estrogen, and they don't have the killer instinct. They lack that agility and ruthlessness when attacking their opponents to try to get like what they truly desire, which is the Drivers' Championship trophy. They don't have that anymore. They don't have the animalistic fighting instinct anymore. So that's because of the papaya rules. Papaya rules, McLaren have turned Piastri and Norris into a bunch of pussies. And it's unfortunate, but that's really is the main reason why McLaren drivers are throwing away the World Championship. We are not going to talk about it because we live in a civilized society. But in Red Bull, they're like, yes, Max, we love your mentality. We want more of it. That's the vibe in the Red Bull camp. They're like, yes, we are ruthless. We will drink the blood of our enemies. That's the mentality of the Verstappen camp. While the McLaren people are like, rainbows and sunshine. You know what I mean? I mean, that's all great. But not every day is rainbows and sunshine. You know what I mean? I said you know what I mean way too many times. Is it that apparent? Is it that apparent? So right now, Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll went out and got a feel of the track, got back into their pits. They didn't even do a push lap. They were out on the yellow tires, the mediums. Nothing's happening. I mean, right now there are a lot of people who are just Checo supporters and coming in front of the camera and just screaming Mexico, Mexico. Some, nice Sheilas as well, as the Australians would say. On this day, in 2020, on this day, Lewis Hamilton broke Michael Schumacher's record for the most wins in Formula One. Okay, so there's not much to talk about. So anyway, where's my food? Let me just go take a look. Okay, the food is... they're still preparing it. I don't think they should take this long to prepare. I mean, it's a roll with some stuff in it. You just have to wrap it up, and it shouldn't take that long. And the delivery driver is now driving away from the restaurant for some reason. What happened? I mean, it's okay. He's driving away literally, so I probably am not gonna get this food. This is unbelievable. This is incredibly unbelievable. Max Verstappen is on the track, by the way. He has not yet started his push lap. He's on the warm up lap. But the thing is, the restaurant is where it is. The delivery guy, the delivery executive, whatever, he was at the restaurant to pick it up, but now he is going away from the restaurant. I have no idea what's happening. This is unbelievable, man. This is unbelievably painful. This is, I mean, I know that this is very unprofessional of me to care about my takeout. Max Verstappen does a 27.8 first sector. Did Lance Stroll get out of the way, or did Lance Stroll block his view? Verstappen's car is filled with. So Max Verstappen, oh, he just completed his second sector. He looks good though so far. I mean, no big misses. The way Verstappen takes the racing line is just perfect. So he did a 118.9. Obviously, that's not. Yeah, it was a 117.3. So Verstappen does a 118.9. Okay, so Oscar Piastri is now in the garage. So yes, so Verstappen and Red Bull. So now Lewis Hamilton is on track, and he had a moment on the track, and yeah, something happened, and I think he's limping back home. I missed it, man. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, the one time, you know, like the one time you don't want this digital technology to fail you, and it fails you. So Lewis Hamilton is about to go to the start finish straight. Yes, and Lewis Hamilton is starting his time lap. Let's see if he can do it. Oh, he locks up into turn one, runs wide, abandons the lap. For fuck's sake, man. For fuck's sake, Lewis. Oh my god. Lewis Hamilton locks up going into turn one, runs wide, abandons his lap. He is on yellow tires. You know, I don't really understand why he feels the need to just not take it easy. So Lewis is now, I don't know, is he going back to the pits? He should not go back to the pits. I mean, tires. I mean, we haven't had a close zoom in into the tires, so we don't know how. Nico Hulkenberg had some problems. So we are now seeing, is it Charles Leclerc on board? Yeah, we are seeing Leclerc has just started his first flying lap on the yellow tires. Like everyone is now working to find the fine balance between their race pace and their qualifying pace. So I have to call the delivery guy because he's going away. Oh my god, what is happening? Oh my god. It's I have to pause the mic now and I have to make a call. Fuck me, man. Leclerc is, so far he is slower than Max Verstappen, by the way. So yeah, there you go. So apparently the guy is doing something else and he will come back. I think he is delivering another order. That's why he went away. I guess we will see. We will see. I guess we'll see. Anyway, let's focus on the racing business. If I have to sleep hungry tonight, I will. But so far, the track hasn't evolved much from FP2 to FP3. And yeah, there is nothing exciting happening. Yuki Tsunoda was slower than Arvid Lindblad in the first practice session, which was insane. If there is one driver from the Red Bull family who is definitely leaving, who is definitely getting fired, is Yuki Tsunoda, because he hasn't improved over the years. He's the same where he used to be, and you know, that's that. He's just not that good. You know, like, he has been in Formula 1 since 2021. There are no standout moments from Yuki Tsunoda. There is no amazing fight backs. There is no amazing recovery drives. There are no like dope overtakes. Like, his highlight reel, Yuki Tsunoda's highlight reel, is just a crashes that he got into, and he instigated like 80% of the time, and that's unfortunate because he's a good person. But if you're a good person and you cannot drive for shit, that's the problem. Yeah, he took a narrow entry into the final corner. He is 4.5 tenths behind Max Verstappen in the race pace. So in race pace, Max Verstappen is 118 basically. 118, half a tenth. So yeah. So Oscar Piastri is now, I think, on a warm-up lap, but let's see. I just want to see the race pace because the McLarens are on the yellow tires as well, on the mediums, which means they are also testing the race pace. And McLaren's race pace, that will be, I assume they'll be extremely fast. I think they are the fastest cars in the race pace, in the race trim. And yeah, if they are like 2 tenths, only 2 tenths to 2.5 tenths faster than Max Verstappen, then it's fine. So right now, if Lando Norris is a tenth faster than Max Verstappen in the medium tires, then it's not a cause for concern. Because if Verstappen is ahead in terms of track position, because he will qualify better, I think that's a possibility, very high possibility. I think the qualifying pace of the Red Bull is just phenomenal. The McLarens excel at the race pace though. So if the race pace difference between McLaren and Red Bull is like a tenth with the advantage to McLaren, then it's not that bad. But Norris is not quick. He's slower than Verstappen so far in the first sector by I think 3 tenths in the first sector. I think it's because of the traffic. Maybe something happened, he's slowing down. He didn't go off anywhere though. So we are again keeping an eye on Norris. Oh, he locked up. Ran wide a little bit. Ran wide into turn 2, turn 3. Then Lewis Hamilton got spooked and he took to the exit road. Now Charles is pushing again. So if Ferrari also finds some good race pace, Ferrari are finding some good race pace. So if Ferrari can find some good race pace, Lewis Hamilton set the fastest first sector, Verstappen has the second fastest sector, and Carlos Sainz has the third fastest sector, which is very interesting. So Leclerc goes third fastest, 3 tenths and a bit behind Max Verstappen. I think 3 tenths on the dot. Yeah, I think 3 tenths behind Max Verstappen. I think Oscar Piastri is on his first push lap. Yeah, his first push lap. So again, we need to see if Oscar Piastri will make any progression. I'm a little bit drowsy because I'm a bit hungry, that's it. I need to eat something, bro. And my food is getting delayed. It's supposed to be here now. I should be eating my roll right now. Sorry about that. I shouldn't have burped into the mic. I mean, Piastri is decent, it's not like he's lighting it up, but he's decent. So far it looks good. No crazy moments. I mean, he's slow. He's actually slower than Verstappen, but he's not losing it in corners. He's going through the stadium section right now, He seems to be under control every corner. Could have taken a wide entry. Oh, in the last corner he was a little bit shaky going on to power. This is the problem with Piastri. Like, he is now feeling the pressure. Piastri's long run pace is shit. I think Verstappen is in their head, man. So much so is that they cannot find the right balance. It's crazy. Wow. It's crazy. If both of the McLaren struggle massively, like, imagine it's like if imagine, just imagine that the McLaren struggle so significantly that they're getting, that they're fighting tooth and nail with the Williams. Imagine that. Like, the Mexico City is one of those weird tracks in which Verstappen wins by like 20 seconds, and the McLarens are like P8 and P9, something like that. It'll be insane. I mean, I predicted that Max will take 10 points at least from Oscar Piastri's lead. The delivery guy has reached the restaurant. This is an update on the takeout I ordered. So the delivery guy is at the restaurant, and the restaurant for the last 30 minutes are preparing the order, which is a simple roll. They have to stuff some stuff inside it and just wrap it all up. They're taking 30 minutes and it's still showing preparing the order. The guy is there. He has completed another order in the interim. They're still cooking. Some lassie is recording to the stadium. The stadium section is such a nice sight, man. It's a great place. Oliver Behrman. Let's see. Ooh, he is faster than Piastri. Oliver Behrman is faster than Piastri, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see, Verstappen is on the mediums. Piastri, Norris, they are on the mediums. Leclerc, Tsunoda, Lewis Hamilton, they're all on mediums. So these are all the long run paces. Seems promising for Red Bull, but let's wait until the end of the session, because again, I think the McLaren drivers are just so spooked that they are incapable of finding the right setup. They're just making mistakes because Max Verstappen is in their head, and that's that. I think they're gonna continually make mistakes. George Russell, Osama is starting his first push lap. I think they have a lot of orders in the restaurant, so that's why they're delaying. Like that's why they're taking so long to cook. Cannot pay much attention to it. We're almost halfway through the practice session, so I guess if it is so much delayed that I get the food after the practice session has been wrapped up, it's actually good. But the more delays I experience, the more the vibe I get is that I'm not gonna get the food and I have to sleep with an empty stomach, which is not something it's definitely not ideal. I want to eat something. Anyway, George Russell is decent. He will come out around P10, P9, P10, if not worse. He's just sliding through this stadium section, going to the last corner right now. Took it decently. Oh my god, P16, holy shit. George Russell is P16. That's unbelievable. So Oscar Piastri is now on his push lap, and he is losing significant time to Norris, 7/10. So Lando Norris is 7/10 faster than Piastri in the low speed corners. So bro, Oscar Piastri's got spooked, man. Norris is finding hella time. Bro. But Verstappen is on his outlap too. Come on, I hope Max and oh my god, Piastri. Oh shit, man. Piastri's not doing a good job of finding the right setup. So Lando Norris stops the timing sheets, fucked up the last sector. Oscar Piastri is going to the stadium section, got spooked, could have taken a wider exit, but the exit was decent. And Piastri is now P7. Holy hell, holy hell. So Verstappen is not that far behind Lando Norris. Lando did a 1:18.0 and Verstappen is around that. It's Carlos. Oh, Carlos is on the softs. So Carlos is on the softs, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get too excited. I think Williams are just focusing everything on the chip. Carlos at a moment exiting the stadium section, could have taken a wider exit to the last corner, dashed the line, and P2 and bad. Carlos Sainz has bad pace because he's on the softs. He should be flying. So Verstappen, where Max Verstappen starts his first timed push lap. Not the first, I think the second or third push lap. So far he's doing great. Getting into turn 1. Boom. Perfect. Boom. Alright. Decent. Get on the power. He is good, man. Like it's poetry in motion. There is no corrections. It's just smooth sailing. He makes the least amount of steering corrections throughout the track. He is slower though. He is slower, man. Max is slower in the first sector. Then Norris, and then his personal best also. So something bad happened. Let's see if we can pull it back in the next two. He's going well now. Oh my god, he's just horrible. He is multiple seconds slower than himself. Oh, he locked up. Oh, and that's not him, that's a Haas. He is multiple seconds slower. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was like not the serious push lap. Maybe this is the another serious push lap. But the DRS isn't open. Russell radio. So George Russell is reporting struggles in getting the mediums work. So yeah. So my order is delayed by even more. I don't know why I'm giving you guys the updates, but I guess I have been doing it throughout the live stream, so I think it'll be I think you deserve to know at this point. So anyway, my order is further delayed by 11 minutes, so that's amazing. I'm sleeping hungry tonight. Fuck. Such is life. People are wearing different kinds of WWE masks. It's fun, man. A lot of it is looks like is custom designed by people themselves, which is even more fun. I would do like an Osama bin Russell crossover with Mexican style. You know, it'll be dark, it'll be fun. Let's see what Russell does. Russell's on a push lap, but he's approaching the slow sections of turn 5. The slow bunch of corners there. There's a lot of traffic. Just ahead of him, I think there's a Williams, and there are a bunch of other people around that. The Williams got out of the way. Russell is pushing and pushing. Russell is improving his time, man. He has improved on his first sector, personal best. Second sector, personal best, and now slightly faster than Norris. Russell is finding some great amount of race pace now. That's very interesting, because if he put some pressure on the McLarens, it's gonna be fun. Russell has, oh my god, Russell matches Carlos Sainz time, but it's more impressive because Russell is on the mediums and Carlos is on the softs. The Williams needs to find some time, man. Apart from Arvid Lindblad, I don't think any rookie did anything like a good time, by the way, in FP1. Kimi Antonelli ran wide, going into the stadium section. And I'm not getting the food, man. Fuck, I have to order something else. Will I? Oh my goodness, the guy ran away. So meanwhile, as my order is still getting prepared, the guy is now driving somewhere else to probably deliver some other order. And I have now lost all hope. And it's just that is that. So Leclerc is struggling in low speed corners, apart like based on the details on the screen, like they're showing some data. He needs to improve his slow corner pace. Who is the fastest in slow corner? I reckon Norris. So McLarens are quicker in the high traction zones. But Leclerc is slow, man. Leclerc is slower than his previous time. He has not improved in sector 1, and I doubt he's gonna improve in the next 2 sectors. I need to take this one out. But I put the headphones on because in case he goes purple in sector 2. What the fuck? I underestimated Leclerc's power. I take it back. I take everything back. Now he's doing great to the stadium section, and now does an early turn, and wow, he is. I mean, he's not that far behind, not even a tenth. But the top 5 are like very closely matched now. They're within like 6/10. 6/10? No, 600ths. That's insane. They're within 600ths. The top 5, slow, closely packed. Gabriel Bortoleto had a moment, I think. Ooh, ran wide somewhere. Oof, Alexander Albon locked up massively into the stadium section, runs wide, abandons lap. Isaac Hadjar pushing the shit out of his car, but he's slow, man. He doesn't have the pace. Isaac Hadjar doesn't have pace. I mean, is it me? Or does it look like the midfield cars are really, really slow? That they're just really taking much of a hit. So the midfield cars, which are draggy, are even more draggier because of the cooling demands in Mexico because of the higher altitude, and that's why they're getting even more slower. It's insane. Their pace is the same as their front runners with like the next compound of tires, the harder compound of tires. The pace of the midfield teams in the red tires and softs is identical to the front runner's pace in the mediums, so which is a concerning thing to say. And I think it goes back to the hypothesis that I said, which is that the midfield cars They have high downforce, they are draggy, and because of that, coupled with the cooling demands around Mexico, they are now even more slower. They are extremely draggier. So I guess it'll be difficult. I think the top six are going to be the front runners. I think if crashes don't happen, my my order is further delayed. The delivery guy is somewhere, and yeah, I'm just asking questions about Ferris Mayora. Lewis Hamilton is improving a little bit. So it's going to take even more time. I think the initial hypothesis of me getting my food. Oh my God, Kimi Antonelli was on such a good middle sector. Ruined his lap. Everyone is finding time, but the problem is, it's all about hooking a perfect lap. Everybody is dropping it in certain sections. And Norris, for example, he's really good in the slow corners, but is fucking it up in the other sections. Maybe it's due to the car's disadvantage. Then you got Kimi Antonelli, who had a purple middle sector, but he had a poor first sector, and now he went wide, and so he abandoned his lap. Then you got Charles Leclerc, who suffered through a similar issue. Then you got Lewis Hamilton suffering through similar issues, where he is having one sector poorly and other sector he improves, and then overall it fucks his lap time. Nobody is consistently great, extracting the maximum performance out of the car every corner or every sector. So I think Max Verstappen has a huge advantage, because if you have to bet about who can hook it up across one lap and across all of the racing laps, it is Max Verstappen. So, advantage Verstappen again. George Russell, purple middle sector. Again, this is what I'm saying. George Russell's first sector was abysmal compared to his own time. He did not improve over his personal best. It was poorer than his personal best. But in the middle sector he goes purple, and in the final sector, let's see, cuts the beam. Oh my God, he's even slower in the final sector than his personal best, but overall goes quickest. Amazing. Interesting. So the most you can gain is in the middle sector. So the first two sectors, you compromise the car's tire temperature to set and build up the middle one, and then in the third one you will suffer because you'll use the tire massively. So you just have to manage it. I guess that's the technique. I wonder if Max will do that. I wonder if Max will use the first sector to warm up the tires for the second sector, and just use the tire grip as much as possible throughout the second sector, and just coast through and just goes to the final sector with whatever tire grip left. So that's that. The Mexico City track is actually very beautiful. Oh, Chile, a lot of Chile fans. Yeah, the Racing Bulls, Liam Lawson, again, horrible pace. Isaac Hajar is nearly 10th and a half faster than Liam Lawson. So that's interesting to see. George Russell needs to find some lap time in sector 3, and I think he can do it easily. He overcooked the final few corners, but I think he can do it this time. So basically, here's the update on the food situation, okay? The delivery guy is, obviously completing other orders in the interim, and this has been confirmed. This information has been confirmed, so that's why he is from time to time going away from the restaurant, and the restaurant is now experiencing a rush of orders. That's why they are delaying cooking my food. I don't know. I don't know why other people's orders has been prioritized over mine. I don't know why. Like, because I did not opt for it. I did not tell them that, hey, I'm not in a hurry because I'm hungry as fuck. I did not tell that to them. But still, these guys are definitely just taking the piss and deliberately not cooking my food, or not cooking it and packaging it in priority compared to other people. So yeah, I guess I will. I don't know, man, what's gonna happen. I want to remain positive and hopeful, because until the order is cancelled and the refund is initiated, it's not over. But so far, I almost ordered 1 hour ago, which is insane to say. 1 hour ago. So it should be here. I should have already eaten it by now. But anyway, Alexander Albon on his next push lap. He's on which tires? He's on the soft tires. So yeah, so far Mercedes looks like they have found some more pace. Verstappen needs to go and find some more pace. Alexander Albon is lighting it up in the soft tires. Alexander Albon is lighting it up in the soft tires. Right now all the people are going to the pits to go to the quali spec. And right now we will see. But Alexander Albon is doing a great job now. Right now he's just doing an amazing job. He just went purple first sector by more than 2/10. 0.23. Okay, he is now faster than Russell. Like he went purple in sector 2 as well. Oh my god! He locked up and went deep in the stadium section. Oh my god, Alex, what did you do, man? You fucking idiot, you fucked it up. Such a good lap, man. He ruined it. Ruined it, guys. No need to get too excited. He had 2 purple sectors. Ruined it, admits defeat. Goes into the pits. This is the problem with Alex Albon, man. The consistency part, the reliably performing at the highest level part, is where everybody falls. And Max Verstappen doesn't fall. He races so much, is that it's his second nature, Alexander Albon was on such a good run, man. In the stadium section, he just locks too late. Locks up the front left, and the car goes too deep, and he abandons his lap, obviously, because he's way too much. Yep. This is nasty. But it looks like so far, obviously he needs to hook it up. I think Carlos Sainz will take a lot of positives from Alexander Albon's first 2 sectors. So that's going to be interesting to see. So now apparently my food is cooked. And the delivery guy just need to go to the restaurant and collect it. So the food is being prepared, and it is already prepared. So Alex on the radio says, I'm telling you guys, it just feels weird. He's talking about the balance of the car. The balance of the car feels weird. But he had 2 purple sectors. I think you just dropped it, dude. No, you dropped it. Alex, you dropped it. So Isaac Hajar now starts his push lap. He is P6 at the moment. I hope he finds some good pace, man. The Racing Bulls are such a good car. He takes a lot of curb, dude. From turns 1 to 3, he takes a lot of curb. Oh my god. But so far he's doing a great job. I think Isaac Hajar is the real deal. I think he is definitely going to be a future world champion if he finds himself in the right team and the right car. His mentality is definitely amazing, but yeah, he needs to be a little bit more patient, and all those things will happen with time. And he just needs to find himself in the right team. Oh my god. Isaac Hajar personal best sector 1. Overall best purple sector 2. These drivers are finding more and more through the purple sector. Isaac Hajar is going through the stadium section, about to complete the lap. He didn't drop it. And this is the amazing thing that Alex Albon needs to learn from him. Don't drop the car. Oh my god, goes fastest overall by half a second. Isaac Hajar tops the timing sheet by about half a second from George Russell. Obviously, he is on the soft tires. Isaac Hajar is on the soft tires, and it's not updated now in the screen, but it will be soon. Now, Oscar Piastri sets the fastest lap time. Insane. Oh my god, why this lap time by Planet F1 is not being updated? I don't know. But anyway, Isaac Hajar is now topping the timing sheets. Oscar Piastri purple sector 1 and green sector 2, like personal best sector 2. And yeah, he goes to the top, but not by much. Not by much. Isaac Hajar. Wow. What a lap from Isaac Hajar, dude. Piastri is faster than Hajar, I get it, but not that fast. I think it is the track characteristics which is improving now. I think the track is going to be rapid. So the thing is, the gap in performance from the medium and the soft is too much, and Verstappen's race pace is comparable-esque to the McLarens. The McLarens are a bit faster, not too much. And that's a good thing, because if Verstappen qualifies ahead, which he will, he can easily keep them behind. If the McLarens are only faster by like a tenth and a half, 2/10, then they're not gonna pass Max Verstappen, you know. It's not that easy to pass Max Verstappen across a circuit like Mexico, which is tricky. So, and especially if the, oh my god, Charles Leclerc goes fastest, even fastest. So you see this thing, McLaren's qualifying pace is slower than the Ferraris as well. So the Ferraris will get in between Max Verstappen and the McLarens, which will prevent how close the McLarens can get to Verstappen and mount an attack. And Verstappen will easily, you know, close the gap in the championship standings. So Verstappen is now on his first flying lap on the soft tires. Everybody is finding some good lap time right now. Slightly slower than Kimi Antonelli in the first sector. The Mercedes are surprisingly quick. Max Verstappen, purple sector 2. He was on a personal best sector 1, purple sector 2. I think if he does a purple sector 3, I think he can top the timing sheets. So purple sector 2 is the sector to be. That's where you can find a lot of time. Oh my god. I mean, he's neck and neck with Piastri in qualifying pace, which is not a good sign. This is an issue. Verstappen needs to find more time. I think he will, because Lewis Hamilton is now going significantly faster than Kimi Antonelli. So if Lewis Hamilton is going significantly faster than the Kimi Antonelli who drives the Mercedes, Hamilton was a little bit shaky coming out of the stadium section. Takes a good exit. Amazing run out. He could Lewis Hamilton can find even more time. 3/10 faster than Kimi. Lewis can and will find more time. Lewis will go faster. This is the thing, man. Since the summer break, Hamilton has been on top of his game. You know, he is now closing the gap in qualifying to Leclerc, and in races he's also competitive. He's fighting. And Lando is now, he has set the fastest first sector of anybody. Pretty good. Purple sector 2 as well, but not extremely fast than Lewis, but substantially faster than Lewis, which is again, it looks like right now in the closing stages, it looks like the McLarens have found some insane amount of qualifying pace. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, he is more than 3 tenths, about 3.5 tenths faster than Lewis Hamilton. Lando Norris. Wow. Lando is doing a great job. Red Bull need to respond, man. Red Bull need to respond. Why my food is not arriving, man? I'm hungry and these people are lying. Carlos Sainz goes through the grass. Gabriel Bortoleto is doing a good enough job, kicks up a little bit of dust. Short dash to the line, takes a narrow entry, goes 10th fastest, second off of the pace. Not that good, not that good. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, we will see in terms of back markers if the Sauber people can go and score some points. It looks difficult as of now. So George Russell is now, yeah, he lost a bunch of time going through traffic in sector 1. 10th and a bit slower than Norris in the first sector alone. So about to complete his second sector in a few corners time. Russell looks hooked in, locked in. There is no yeah, he is about 3.5 tenths slower than Norris in the first two sectors. Isaac Hajar radio. So Pierre Gasly ruined Isaac Hajar's stuff. So and he called him an idiot. So Isaac calls Pierre Gasly, his fellow countryman, an idiot. So there's French on French violence going on. That's insane. It's crazy. Yeah, I genuinely believe Isaac was impeded there, but I guess we'll see. Charles Leclerc completes his final turn. Oh my goodness. I mean, the track conditions just changes massively. We need an update on the wind direction, if anything, because it's high up, right? So that's the thing. Max Verstappen. Oh my god. The numbers don't look promising, man. This is the problem, bro. Norris is very, very quick in quali trim, and also in the race trim he is slightly faster than Max Verstappen. Oh my god. Is this the make and break race? Is this the race in which Max Verstappen momentum gets impeded? Because this is now not promising. This is not promising at all. Max is not quick. Bad news, boys. Bad news. More than half a second off of the pace of Lando. Not good. Not good. Oscar Piastri is slower than Lando. I guess that's his problem that he needs to sort out. But holy shit. Holy fucking shit. In low speed and straights, Verstappen is not quick. Oh no. Oh my god. If Mexico is the racetrack, yeah, no grip front and rear. Verstappen on the radio. So Max Verstappen is not having any kind of grip, which is very insanely challenging to get the power down. If you don't have grip, no traction, it means you're gonna be slower than straight, and if you don't have any grip in low speed, no traction, you cannot navigate the corners properly. You have to slow more than needed. So yeah, give him some grip, man. Do whatever it takes, give him some fucking grip. Okay, so the guy has finally picked up the order, and the order is on the way. Finally. But yeah. And my food is also on the way. We are a minute and a bit away from the ending of this live stream and the session, which is insane. So in the qualifying live stream, which will happen an hour later. Oh, when is the qualifying session? The qualifying session is, I think, about 90 minutes after the third practice gets finished. I genuinely think that's the time. Yes. No. 2 hours and 30 minutes after the finish of after the third practice session ends. So I'm gonna go and take a quick nap because it's late at night here. So it's late at night. I'll eat quickly just to shove the food down my throat. And yeah. So yeah, Sainz and Albon for some reason pushing the shit out of their cars. But yeah, Red Bull needs to find more grip, and McLaren's Lando Norris. So that prediction came true. Norris is the faster McLaren and by a huge margin. But let's see. I mean, Piastri is on his outlap right now. Let's see if he can hook up a good lap time, which sounds difficult to do because I think he won't come out with a new set of softs, so that'll be difficult to beat his original time. But let's see, even if he's close to what his time or even slightly marginally faster, then I think it means that he has found more performance in the car. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Checkered flag, checkered flag. So he has done another lap, which is again horrible. I mean, he just pushed a little bit further. So Max Verstappen completed another push lap and he was not even fast by a tenth more. So he didn't even find a tenth. Granted, I think he was on the used tires. So I guess any kind of improvement is positive. But yeah, which means that they didn't find any kind of or much improvement in the setup side of things. That's the bad news. So I hope they find a lap in Q3. Because otherwise it looks like Verstappen's flow will be broken in the 2025 Mexico City Grand Prix, because Norris definitely has the pace in quali, and it looks like they're slightly faster than the Red Bull in race pace. At least Verstappen, they're slightly faster than Verstappen in race pace. So if Norris qualifies ahead and just drives off into the distance, I mean, Piastri needs to stay behind Max. That's the least we can expect and hope. So, yeah. Norris definitely is quicker than Max. At least we can say that Max Verstappen can be better than Piastri in qualifying. I think there is a chance of that. He is in, touchable distance. Very nice, this McLaren, very nice. So Bortoleto is complaining about the McLaren of Piastri. So anyway, my food is coming and this is the representative top 10. So I guess I'll see you guys after a couple of hours, and I'll see you guys in the live stream. Now all of the drivers are just doing their race start practice. So anyway guys, I'll see you later. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the qualifying live stream of 2025.